Okay, here's my review of the Elegoo Centauri carbon. So it's actually a pretty good, solid printer. I have a pre-production model. One of the complaints that is universal against everybody that has a pre-production model is the lighting. It seems like something that they're going to fix. I put a little puck light in here. The battery has since died. It's just magnetic. Cheap, easy solution. But I have printed a lot with this machine. This is ABS right here, and it may look like a failed print, but it didn't fail on the printer's behalf. I ran out of filament. I did print all of that ABS right there, and that's not even all of it. This is my own personal pipe rack design, and that's just the brim coming apart there, which I'm okay with. The rest of it's solid. The nice things about this printer is just it's really just a nice, solid, sturdy machine. It's really hard to explain why. Another thing that I think is really, really, really nice about this printer is the cable up here. Let's see if I can get a better angle. The cable right there that plugs into the machine is USB-C. So it's just a USB-C cable, and it does everything it needs to do without being fragile and delicate and everything else. Another nice feature is the fans. So you have a fan there, and then you have two more on the back, I believe. There's 3 inputs. Let me see if I can get a... Oh, no, I was wrong, just 2. But they're big fans. They move a lot of air. It's not a quiet machine, but with the Core XYs, they never really are. You can run them slow and they'll be quiet. It's actually a pretty fast machine. I have 2 Bamboo Labs. It keeps up with those, no problem. I printed all of this stuff here. This was Bamboo Lab PLA silk. I didn't dry it. It ended up not printing that well. So I printed the torture toaster and PETG as well. The 0.1 is the only one that doesn't move. Everything else is pretty good. That overhang's just a little bit bad, but I'm not going to hold that against it. There you go with that. I'm happy with those results for my use. Made some fidgets. Little benchy. That silk was not very good. I wasn't happy with it. I probably needed to dry it. And I made a Bamboo Lab one too. Can't get the 0.2 loose on this one. Oh, there it goes. It broke free. I broke it. Actually, I think this is the Centauri, because I printed the socket buddies. The socket buddies with the black ones with this. I think this is the Bamboo, and this is the Centauri. Yeah, it's a good machine. The bed plate, I'm hoping to see more from it. You got an A side, which is your textured PEI plate. And then you have a B side, which is like the Bamboo cool plate. I don't like it. I don't like the B side. Things stick too well. It's not good. So I did make a bunch of time lapses. I'm hopefully going to edit them into this video, so that some of the dead space in my frame, you could have a time lapse going. I'm not that good with editing. I'm not like anybody special, like a YouTuber or anybody that does this for a living. So, yeah. The nice thing about this machine is that you do have a Z offset that you can adjust in the settings, and I adjusted a little too high. It is a pre-production model, so there was some issues with it that are being worked out for the final release. One of the issues that I had was the wiper nozzle there that was overhanging the chute and catching the bed. Minor issue. I was able to fix it really easy. For me, it was easy. But they are resolving that problem for the final product release. Touchscreen's rather nice. You got a bunch of different options. They're still working on their software. The only thing that I don't like is how you have to go to settings, camera, video list, and then you select export. And then it goes to the thumb drive, and then you can take it to your computer. So I don't really care for that personally, but I'm sure that's going to change. It doesn't populate on the computer, the slicer, the Elegoo slicer yet. But I'm confident that's going to be a resolved issue for the product launch. But yeah, I would recommend this machine. I'm actually going to be giving it to a friend of mine who has no printing experience at all whatsoever. And for those of you who want to see this, it looks like a volcano nozzle. Beefy fan there, really beefy fan there. Well, if I watch my camera and not my hands, that'd be better. So that's a really nice fan there. Easily changeable if necessary. I've pulled this whole thing apart, and it's well constructed. The bed leveling is in the bed itself. It's not in the hot end. It uses the resistance of the stepper motors for that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, pretty straightforward. And they include a poop chute collector in the stock files, which is just a mini version of this.